Dear 6th class children, let us discuss today the second chapter, whole numbers. In the whole numbers, the set of whole numbers is represented by the alphabet W, because it is in the word whole numbers, W is the first letter. Therefore, W is used to represent the whole numbers. It is the way of representing a set of numbers. What is the smallest whole number? 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. These are all the whole numbers followed. What is the largest whole number? It's not defined. Suppose if you say 1000 is the last number, 1001 is the next number, there is no limit. If you say 10,560, then 10,561 is the next number. Like that, there is no limit. Whatever the number you say, add 1, it's possible to get another number. So that is why largest whole number is not defined. Just like the largest natural number is not defined, largest whole number is also not defined. Now, every whole number is having successor. For example, 3, successor is 4. 5, the successor is 6. If you take 100, the successor is 101. If you take 2560, 2561 is the successor. For every whole number there is a successor. Similarly, do we have for every whole number there is a predecessor? No. Here, predecessor of 4 is 3, predecessor of 6 is 5, predecessor of 99 is 98, predecessor of 100 is 99. They are successors, they are predecessors. 99 ka predecessor, 99 minus 1, 98. But what is the predecessor of 0? 0 is the smallest whole number. Next, before 0, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Is this minus 1 in the set of whole numbers? No. Since minus 1 is not there in the set of whole numbers, we say every whole number is having its predecessor in the set of whole numbers except that 0. 0 is a whole number. 0 has no predecessor in the set of whole numbers. Except that 0, all other whole numbers, they have their predecessors. This is about successor and predecessor. Now let us come to the properties of whole numbers. When you come to the properties of whole numbers, first one is closure property. Closure property. If A comma B are any two whole numbers, A plus B is always a whole number. Example, 3 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8 is also a whole number. When we take any two whole numbers and when you add, the sum whatever we get is also a whole number. The properties let us discuss in the operation addition, and then we will go to multiplication. Now, these properties are in addition. Suppose A and B are any two whole numbers, then A plus B is always equal to B plus A is its commutative property. Second property is commutative property. In commutative property, if A comma B are any two whole numbers, then A plus B is equal to B plus A always. Suppose if A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 5, A plus B is equal to 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, B plus A is equal to 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Irrespective of the order, the sum of the two whole numbers is remaining constant. This property is known as commutative property. Next, the third property is associative property. In associative property, we take three whole numbers. Associative. If A, B and C are any three whole numbers, then A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Here also, irrespective of the order in which we add the three numbers, the sum of the three numbers, it remains unchanged. If A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 10, then A plus B plus C is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 10. This is 2 plus 13 is equal to 15. Then A plus B plus C is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 10. This is 5 plus 10. This is equal to 15. Here it is 15. Here also it is 15. So therefore, in case of three numbers, sum of the three numbers, the sum is always constant irrespective of the order in which we add. Next property. Additive identity. If A is any whole number, A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is always equal to A. For example, 3 is a whole number. 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. 0 plus 3 is also equal to 3. Therefore, 0 is additive identity. What do you call 0? Additive identity. Similarly, the same type of properties we will have in multiplication also. In multiplication also, first one is closure, second one is commutative, third one is associative. In multiplication, let us do closure property in multiplication. If A comma B are any two whole numbers, then A into B is also a whole number. A and B are any two whole numbers, then A into B is also a whole number for all values of A. That is, 3 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number, 3 into 4 is equal to 12 is also a whole number. Whole numbers and the product is also a whole number. Next, second property, commutative property in multiplication of whole numbers. Here, commutative property in multiplication. A and B are any two whole numbers, then always A into B is equal to B into A. Irrespective of the order of multiplication, the product remains unchanged. 2, 3 are whole numbers. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. 3 into 2 is also equal to 6. Therefore, 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. This is commutative property in multiplication of rational numbers. Next, associative property. Associative property in multiplication, this time instead of 2 there are 3 whole numbers. If A, B and C are any 3 whole numbers, then the associative property says A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. That is, if A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 5, then A into B into C is equal to 2 into 3 into 5. This is 2 into 15. This is equal to 30. Then A into B into C is equal to 2 into 3 in brackets and outside it is 5. 6 into 5. This is 30. The product is the same. Therefore, it is revealed that A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. Now, next property is distributive property. It is the multiplication or addition. It comes like this. In this distributive property, we will come across addition and multiplication both. In fact, subtraction is said that it is a part of the addition. Division is said that it is a part of multiplication. Here, distributive property. In distributive property, if A, B, C are any 3 whole numbers, A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. If A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3 and C is equal to some 6, then 2 into 3 plus 6 is equal to 2 into 3 plus 2 into 6. Here on simplification, LHS 2 into 3 plus 6 is 9, this is 18. On simplification, this RHS 2 into 3 plus 2 into 6, this is 2 3s are 6 plus 2 6 are 12, this is 18. LHS on simplification we are getting 18, RHS is also 18, therefore this property is called distributive property. This distributive property is the multiplication over addition. Please remember, multiplication over addition. So distributive property also holds good. Then another one, we don't have additive identity, no, additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Suppose A is any whole number, then add some number x such that the number is 0. Do you have this x in the set of whole numbers? We don't have any x for every value of A. Means if A is equal to 3, 3 plus x is equal to 0, then x is equal to 0 minus 3, x is equal to minus 3. This minus 3 is not there in the set of whole numbers. Means in the set of whole numbers, for every given number there is an additive identity 0, but additive inverse minus 3 is not there. Means the set of whole numbers, they don't have additive inverse. Similarly, in case of multiplication, A into x is equal to multiplicative identity is 1. A into x is equal to 1. A is any whole number and 1 is also an additive multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. We don't have any x. For example, A is equal to some 5. 5 into x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 upon 5. This 1 by 5 we don't have in the set of whole numbers. There in the previous example, additive identity minus 3, it was not there in the set of whole numbers. Here 1 by 5 is not there in the set of whole numbers, means in the set of whole numbers they don't have additive inverse, they don't have multiplicative inverse. So these are the properties of whole numbers. So please see the video if necessary twice or thrice and let us answer the questions.